pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, approval of minutes from February 20th, 2024.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Hatch and Commissioner Hamry, any discussion? No discussion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Awards, presents, proclamations, nothing. Public hearing, nothing. Bid openings, nothing. Visitors and delegation, nothing. Commission portfolios, Commissioner Hamry.
Mr. Grafsker.
I have nothing under utilities tonight, Commissioner.
Short and sweet, Mayor.
Short and sweet, okay. Commissioner Hatch.
Anything for sanitation, Mike?
Nothing at this time, Commissioner.
Rob?
Got a couple things on the agenda that we'll get on later. Other than that, I have nothing.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner. Under Commissioner Robbins, Mike.
For streets, we'll be moving snow from downtown tonight, just for the commission's information. As far as engineering is concerned, we're continuing to develop plans and work on the projects that we have for the west side improvement, working to put together the probable assessment list for that, and then developing plans for that project for the street improvement. And then the plans are complete for the Stromquist improvement for those gravel roadways. So we're going through the process with the Department of Transportation and Utilization Urban Roads once there. That's all I have for engineering, unless you have questions.
Okay.
Did we get all those green lights fixed that were all out?
Green lights or blue lights?
Green lights.
Oh, okay.
There was like 3 or 4 of them throughout
On
town.
Highway
that
2?
were out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I wasn't sure what
Oh.
who's handling that anymore, so.
Anything off the ground is the fire department. Basically, engineering's taking care of things in the ground, on the ground, which would be the control cabinets.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Commissioner Pierce, Nate.
The fireworks contract has been submitted. That's good to go. And we got a discount because we got it submitted early, so that's good. The kids fishing derby went well. Had good turnout for that. We had 4 personnel attend fire school to take classes, and then we had one there instructing. The only other stuff I got is I would like to get some out-of-state travel approved. I got Brandon Exner's going to the National Fire Academy on March 20th through the 23rd. It's all expenses are paid by the Fallen Firefighters Foundation. That's what he's going for. So if we can get that approved, that would be wonderful. And then,
How much do we need?
No money. It's just
oh,
all we need is for
That's all
approval to
paid.
travel.
Oh, just need it for travel. Oh,
Yeah.
you said travel expenses, so I
Yeah.
thought.
nope, all the expenses are paid for by the
I'll make a
foundation.
motion
Yep.
there.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Hamry,
I'll second.
second by Commissioner Hatch to approve out-of-state travel for Captain Exner. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Then if we could get some out-of-state travel approved for myself and Torrin Mose to go to FDIC on April 14th through the 20th in Indianapolis in April.
Okay,
Is that an all? is that-
That's already all budgeted for.
Okay.
So that's a part
it's a
of the training
combination
budget.
of
Yep,
volunteer and city funding.
correct, yep.
Motion to approve.
Is that coincidentally at the same time as the NFL draft?
No, that's cool. Unfortunately, it's
I have
not.
no idea.
No, they wouldn't be.
That's, yeah.
I'll second.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Robbins or Hatch and second by Commissioner Hamry. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay,
That's all I have.
that's it. All right. Chief,
Yes, sir.
yes. Anything?
We have Joshua Hughesby, is a young man we offered a position to. He's got one more requirement to do, that's weapons instruction before he can fully get his limited license and start with us. But tentatively, it's April 1st is when we're going to start that.
Staffing's doing okay right now?
Yeah, well, John Michelson is done as of February 29th, so we do have one position open and we have one application at this time.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you.
No, that's the last, always ask. Oh.
We, just so,
I'm pretty-
I guess under that portfolio, we extended the we only had 2 applications, I think, at the time of the deadline, and so it was extended to go through March 8th.
Yeah, so the chief of police deadline, extended it to
Yeah.
March 8th. We'll meet as the review committee, we'll meet next week, which Mayor Mullen, since the mayor is the portfolio holder, will do the vice president of the city commission, and then other public safety department head and Chief Bennett over there, myself, and then Tanya. We'll look at the applicants we have, and then as a group decide if we want to extend the deadline further or move forward with selecting or select a few candidates to interview. So we'll provide that update at the next, or provide that update next week to the commissioners.
Is our lawyer part of that?
No.
The one-
I don't know if they haven't in the past. I mean, he's appointed separately by the city commission. I mean, if the mayor and others want to include, they can,
Well,
but
I'm
I'm not
just
sure that
thinking
that was
he
standard in
works
the
with,
past.
BG the most.
I guess it wouldn't be a problem if you were able to sit down with us. I guess it doesn't matter.
Because he's appointed, Nate's appointed, Spencer's appointed, so.
Works for us.
I have no opinion either way.
Yeah, it
Whatever you
doesn't,
guys want.
we can make that work.
Okay.
It's no problem. Okay, that's it?
That's it.
Okay, thank you. Spencer,
That was the only one update I had.
okay. Jack?
Yes, so, the new DUI ordinance is in effect. I've gone through that with, Chief Toso, and, that includes refusals now, and I think it makes it a lot easier, for our officers on who to cite and what court to go to, for those, so that's good. Junk nuisances, we've had some headway on that. We've got people clearing their stuff and complying, which has been good. And we continue to follow up on that. We had a meeting on blighted structures. We got together with public health, and so that's kind of going to be a joint effort. Specifically, I think our first line of business is cleaning up that dilapidated church before someone gets hurt over there. So we're making progress on that. And then we have a final joint powers agreement also that we got done end of last week. It just took a phone call, so that was good. We got all on the same page. Commission had some items and changes that we want when I met with you guys previously. I believe those are incorporated, but that'll go out to all of the commissioners for final review and approval. And then as long as there's not any changes, then we'll have it on the agenda for next meeting.
Okay.
Other than that, I think that's all that I have. Oh, yeah, no, never mind, that's it. We're good.
Okay, all right. Anybody with any alibis, anything? Okay, if not, we'll move on to old business. We have nothing. Consent agenda, we have nothing. Under new business, item number 1 is a memorandum of understanding with the Lake Region State College on a canopy study, and I'll send that over to Spencer.
Yeah, member members of the commission, you'll recall at the last meeting, we noted that the city's Shade Tree Committee got a grant for a canopy study and kind of the grander picture of our Emerald dashboard, the initiatives, prevention and proactive measures. The college also received a grant to do some canopy study, and we're working concurrently with one another. They have their grant, we have our grant, and for their kind of grant requirements, they require to have an MOU with some of the parties that are working on, but figured it would be just a quick opportunity for the college to basically talk about what they're working on and concurrent with us and how we're working together to get this canopy study completed. So get the vice president from the college here.
Wade, if you please identify yourself for the record.
Sure. Lloyd Halverson from Lake Region State College.
Thank you.
And I don't know if I'm supposed to pick that up or it
No,
just
you
picked
can
me up.
just, it should
Okay.
get,
So Lake Region State College received a $20,000 grant to begin to assist the city with a tree inventory project. And we're going to focus on the political subdivisions first. So the college property, the park board property, all of the Devils Lake Public School property, and the North Dakota School for the Deaf. And we have permissions from all of those entities. And I understand that the city also received a grant, and they're going to start their tree inventory on the streets and boulevards and north of Highway 2. And this MOU just helps us with our grant reporting to prove that we are collaborating with the city to accomplish this really big task that's been already completed in most cities like ours.
Okay. That sounds, I think it's a great thing. I mean, it's,
And the MOU is very basic. You're going to spend your money, we're going to spend our money, but we're going to cooperate to get the job done. And
appreciate your willingness to work with us on this project, so. And I think it's a needed one. I mean, probably should have did that way back when they started with the other problems with the linden or
the elm trees.
elm tree problem, but I don't know, do we have a lot of emerald ash trees? I guess I really don't know.
Yeah, well, we're thinking that, statistics would show about 60% of the trees probably in the city,
Or ash.
and more than that in the shelter belts and areas in rural North Dakota.
Yeah.
It's going to be very significant.
Yeah.
And,
Doesn't sound like we're gonna get it stopped either, does it? Sounds-
no, it was found in Moorhead, Minnesota,
Yeah.
early last year. And we expect that if it's not already here, it will be soon. And then it'll take a few years for it to get established. And then several more years after that to start killing trees.
Well, it's better to be proactive than reactive, I guess. So thanks for your efforts on that and your support.
We're having a dialogue between all the political systems to make sure we're all going in the right lanes and we're don't have 5 players chasing the same puck and we're aligned.
Well, sounds great. Appreciate it. Thanks, Wade.
Perfect.
So just seek approval of the MOU if you guys would. That would
Motion?
Motion, yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Hamry,
I'll second.
Commissioner Hatch, second. Any discussion? None being, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 2, first reading of ordinance 994 of accessory buildings. Rob?
So we're just looking to make a change to the ordinance on the accessory building specific to garages. It's something we're already practicing.
What's may mean, but what's the difference between may and shall?
That's an attorney preference.
Oh,
so-
okay, okay. There's a lot of
Yeah.
changes on mays to
Yeah,
change.
so those were attorney preferences when you get to the verbiage, but the nuts and bolts of it are just going to be adding that letter E to it, which is specific to the garages and the foundations for garages. And again, it's something that we're already practicing, but we wanted to get it into code so that it was easier for reference when we do have individuals who maybe don't agree with it.
So if you have may, does that mean there could be an exception? Or when it's shall, it must be? Or how?
Shall is ambiguous, and it's now frowned upon. Its use is frowned upon by scholars that are experts in contract writing. So with shall, you always want to change shall. It's either will, must, or may, or can, just because that language is more clear. If we want to use must, we could change it to must.
Oh.
I'm
just asking.
Yeah,
Just-
no, but that's,
Yeah.
no, and that's, but that's kind of the thought behind.
I just thought there might be an opportunity for some flexibility or something like that.
Yep, because people will also ask a question like, shall we go out to dinner? Right? Or, and then they could respond, we shall.
Okay. A lesson in English. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Dad's here.
That's
Okay.
okay. If we want to
All right.
talk about the use of or, I wrote a 2-page brief on that.
Okay.
So we can do that later too.
All right.
It's very interesting.
It's a great thing about our language. The more you put a word.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to approve that. Or no, that's just the first reading.
reading.
Okay.
First
so-
reading.
All right. Okay, item number 3, application for new residential construction property tax exemption. Rob,
And within your packet, you'll have an application received for a new home that was built on down on 16th Street Southeast. This is a couple months ago, we would have done a resolution updating our tax exemption for this purpose, which allows for up to $150,000 tax exemption for 2 years. So that's what the application would be for. You'll notice the value on the property is a little elevated. That's due to the property actually having 3 other dwellings on it already that are rentals. And then we'll be working with the homeowner to eventually get those parcels split out so that they're on separate parcels, but that's why the value is as high as it is. So essentially what it would be, what you'd be approving is a $150,000 exemption for a period of 2 years, which would reduce that total value down to about $758,000 for that property. And if you have any other questions, I'd be more than happy to answer.
Normally, don't you fill this out before you build?
No, this is an application that is done after
This is
the
after,
construction is completed, correct?
so there's one you can do before and then one after.
Well, before you're looking at like Renaissance Zone projects, those types of things require approval before you even start construction. But in this specific one, it is after construction is completed to make sure that it meets all the requirements, because then you're approving that exemption right away. The Renaissance zones, you get preliminary approval, then once the project's done, then we go through the process of getting approval from the state for final approval, then validating that you get the benefits that you had requested.
okay.
Okay.
Any
I'll make a motion to approve.
Commissioner Hatch. Second by Commissioner Hamry. Any further discussion? If none, roll call, please.
Commissioner Hatch?
Aye.
Commissioner Hamry?
Aye.
President Moe?
Aye, motion carries. Okay. Citizen comment, nothing on the items, informational items. Motion to pay the list of bills as submitted.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Hamry, second by Commissioner Hatch. Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Hatch?
Aye.
Commissioner Hamry?
Aye.
President Moe?
Aye, motion carries. Boy, short agenda. If there's no other business to come before the commission, meeting adjourned. Way to go, guys.